A withered man with a weathered face admires a fine young lady in ribbons and lace. The mother's stern look says, "You'd better mind your place. We'd walk further around if we could just find this space. Here's mud in your eye, 'cause we don't have the grace to love you." A proud prince on a pompous throne takes advantage of the poor to build bigger homes. Youths rebel by throwing stones, spilling neighbors' blood, and breaking their bones. We hate injustice and just don't know how to love you. Religious men point a self-righteous hand at a drunk driver who killed 5 with his van. They don't have the mercy of Christ when he drew in the sand. You'll get the maximum when you take the stand, because when you make a mistake, God forsakes all his plans to love you. A middle-aged man glares at his bride, her beauty diminished by bitterness inside. The vows he once made have long been denied. "If you were more like my mistress, I'd love you," he cried. "But you don't meet my standards, and so that's made it easy to decide not to love you." A pious young girl with an earnest look picks up a ladder to find the nearest skyhook. "God, you will surely be pleased with all I forsook, for I've crusaded in your name, and I've kept the laws of this book, even though I've been too busy doing this work to love you." Mired in clay, playing mindless games, in hopeless anger and joyless shame, we look at one another to find someone to blame. And by distracting our lives, seeking fortune and fame, we don't realize the reason Jesus came was to love you. Folks, there's a love deficit in this world right now. And it's up to us. If you're listening to this today, it's up to you to make up that love deficit and help people to understand and realize what true love really is. True love is laying down your lives for others, just like Jesus demonstrated when he laid down his life for us on the cross. True love is when someone asks you for their coat, you give them their cloak too. Some people think that that's weak to give, but it's not weak. It's strength to be able to give even more than what you're asked for. True love is to go the extra mile when someone is actually even hurting you. It's loving your enemies. It's loving your neighbor as you love yourself. It's doing things for other people, even when they don't deserve it or ask for it. We can't do this on our own, folks. We need the love of God poured out into our hearts. And once that love is poured into our hearts, we can do it. And we can show this world what love really is. Ephesians 1 verse 19 in the Passion Translation talks about our faith bringing the power of God into our lives. So we are an advertisement for Jesus Christ. That's what God's called us to live like him. God bless you. God bless your family. God bless this country. God bless this world. I'm praying for you, and God is going to move in your life.